She was so close to me. And then she tells people that she was my friend. If she greets, I say, okay, she's my friend. She's my friend. And I was like, oh, I'm lucky. I'm lucky to be called a friend of someone. I said, okay, I'm happy. You know, she always tell people, she's my friend. She's my friend. And I felt that I was seeing the joy in her. I felt that she was sincere because I saw the way she was doing. So, I think she was okay. But she allowed, I don't know, she allowed this word jealousy to override her, and then it spoiled everything. So after I got settled and then we moved on with our life, she came with someone that one day she told me that there was somebody that said she wanted to marry her, but she hadn't known him for a long time, and then she's thinking if she should say yes. I said, okay, marriage is serious. At the same time, we have to be careful and ask God, because most of the times there are persons we'll be with for 6-7 years, we think we've known them. By the time we marry them, we discover that we've not known them, and then separation comes. There are persons that just see themselves for 1, 2, 3 years, 6 months, 1 year, get married, and then they've been together for a long time and they are still loving themselves and the love is renewed. This is where we talk about God. When we involve God in everything, things will work. So I told her, it's not about how far, but how well. So now, since he's coming for marriage, let him know. Get to the point. Open yourself to him. This is who you are. Let him be free with you. Plan your life. If it's going to come, it will come. If God says you're going to get married after some months, it will happen. If it's not going to happen, no matter what you do, it's not going to happen. That is how I've decided to resolve my life. Whatever it is that will be, will be. No matter how I struggle for it. So, the story is long, but I'm going to cut it short. Do not be scared. Do not go off. Continue watching. So, he came. And lo and behold, it was someone I knew. While we were in school, he was NFCS president. And he was so close to me. I lost his contact, so we were being off. So I was like, is it you? So you're the one Mary have been telling me all this while. He said, yeah. And I said, okay. I told Mary, this person doesn't have problem. This person that I know doesn't have problem. Except maybe if he has changed for the I don't know, but he's good. So they accepted each other. They started planning for marriage. The problem now was finance. Money was the problem. The place she was working was a government organization. He was working with a private, so her work was more stable than his. So he had to move down to where she is, so that they can patch their life together and move on. So when he came, okay, he was to come. So, talking about marriage, a lot of things was going on. A lot of things that she needs to do. Culture comes in, and their culture was so hot on the woman. I don't know why. Some culture is so hot on the woman. The woman would do this, the woman would do that. Okay, it was so difficult for her. I was there. I stood by her. I sacrificed my time, my energy, and my money on Mary. When I say I do, I did. I did. So, to cut the long story short, okay, when I wanted apartment, there was no money for apartment. My husband paid for apartment. Because I wanted doing something for her, talking about kitchen, and he was like, do they have where to sleep? You're talking about kitchen. So we said, okay. My husband paid for apartment for them. I was the one that looked for the apartment. I and Mary, we moved around and looked for the apartment. We got it, and my husband paid for it. She was already into my life. I have brought her close. She was here. She was here. She was so close. And that was what I started regretting, but I decided not to regret about it anymore. Because I said I had known, I would have kept her this way. Kept her here. But I brought her here. She was here. My husband knows everything about her. And she calls my husband, my uncle, my uncle, my uncle. And he was so at home with her. And we're so moving. We never knew that anything would happen in the future. We were so open. To me, I was so open. Okay. We moved, we do this, we did that. I was the sister of the day for the wedding. I did this, I did that. We went to this place, we went to that place. All. I cannot just begin to say. I don't want to take the glory. but I know what I did for Mary. And God bears witness that all I did was out of pure love. I felt that she was truly a friend, like she was telling people she was my friend. I felt that she was real. I felt that she was true. I never knew that there was something coming up. So, at that time of her wedding, that was when we were struggling with our apartment because we had to build our own house where we are right now. So, when she got married and went for honeymoon, we moved to her house. I think when she came back for honeymoon, we moved to her house. So when we moved, before then, I didn't tell you that I took one of her sister in because things were so much for her. I took her in as my responsibility. I took her in like my daughter. I took her in to take care of her, and I was doing that. People could testify. Yes. So we registered her for JAM, for one of you. She went for this, she's going for this, so that she could start schooling because she had already gotten her SSC. This girl was good, and I loved her. She was smart. That's a sister to Mary now, and I was happy that I got her. So, after the marriage, everything changed. I never knew what I did. Till today, when you ask me, I don't know what I did to Mary. Mary started avoiding me. Why? I don't know. After we moved into this house, Mary started avoiding. She didn't even come to say, oh, welcome. The way Mary was before, if I was to move, Mary was to come and help me clean the house and bring in things, we arrange things together. Mary knew we were packing. Mary knew we packed. I never see Mary. Mary didn't come. And I started telling my husband, I said, there's something going on. Mary, this is not Mary. There's something happening. I don't understand. Her sister is living with me. But how do we see this? Her sister was living with me. And she never cared to come to see where her sister is. Okay. How is her sister living? To come, maybe she should have even come one day without letting me know, to catch me right. She was there. She was in here. So, Mary changed. No communication, no message, no call. And I took it upon myself, I said, I'm going to call her. Did you hear we have packed? She said no. And her sister had already told me that she told her we have packed. And even I myself told her that the house is almost to the level of which we can enter, so we'll soon enter. Excuse me. The normal Mary of before will always be disturbing me. When are you going in? When are you going in? Let me know so that I'll come out. But she can't just tell me she wasn't aware. But she said she wasn't aware. I said, okay, we have packed. He said, okay. That was where they now came. And when she came, I was seeing how she was unsettled. She was not calm. I was like, okay, maybe this is how her own marriage is affecting her. You know? Because getting married newly like that, everything is changed, you know. So I was like, okay. I never knew Mary could allow jealousy to get in to what we had. Because I had sacrificed a lot for her. I sacrificed my life for her. During the preparation, moving up and down, I felt sick. I was sick. I went through a lot for Mary. Being jealous was not an option. I never thought of it that Mary could be like that. So it was not just in me. But it was. The bitter truth was, it was true. So, when I cut her out from my life, I don't care about them anymore. I let them go. That's how she wants to be, right? So, since she tried to get information from the house through the sister. I know my husband was like, it's better we let this girl go. Since the sister is acting like this. I said, no, it's not the sister that is at fault. It's Mary that is doing what she's doing. It's not the sister's fault. The sister has registered for JAM. She's preparing for school. Why would we send her out like that? My husband said, you have to be careful with this girl now because she has changed. So one day, lo and behold, I was at home in the evening and then I received a call from her mother. And the mother was like, she wanted the girl staying with me to come back. See why? She said that the father wanted to come and stay in the shop. Stay in the shop. Do you know that Mary wants to go to school? She's about going to school. She said yes. I said okay. When my husband came, I told my husband, this is what they said. So he said okay. Gave her money, settled her, and time to go. The sister started crying. She knelt down and was crying. I said, see, I didn't pursue you from my house. Your family said you should leave. So, she left, and then Mary didn't allow her to go back to the mother. Mary kept her in her house. I don't know what Mary was feeding her with. So what I started hearing around was that she was saying that her father said he has the money to take care of his children. So I was like, where is this thing coming from? People never knew that Mary was, the girl staying with me was even Mary's sister. They thought she was my sister at that time. Because she kind of looked like my husband, so I even said that she was the daughter to my husband. So I was like, where is this thing coming from? So this is what Mary fed the girl with, and then she started spreading. I heard it, I did as if I didn't hear. And then that passed by. So she left. And then Mary started calling my husband, sending him messages that he's sorry for what happened, calling to explain. And then my husband said, what is really the problem, Mary? Mary said she don't know. Me, I don't know. Mary don't know. So what is the problem now? And if there's somebody Mary needs to talk to, was it my husband? Excuse me. I was here. I'm here, waiting for her the day that Mary will come to me face to face and talk to me. Because I had called her and talked to her. She said there was nothing. Mary didn't come to me, but Mary was communicating with my husband. Why? My husband told her, you need to call her. Call my wife. Go to her. It's not even the issue of calling. Come to her, sit with her and talk. You were close. You were friends. This shouldn't be happening. She said, okay, till today I have not seen Mary. The books she left with from my library, because when she was preparing for mine, I gave her some books. Those books, they were dear to me because I collected them as gifts while I was living the convent. I gave her those books. I don't know what she did with my books. I asked her, what about my books? When her head was hot, she told me she don't know where the books were. That was the answer she gave to me. To tell you how far this girl went. What did I do to her? I don't know. So I told my husband. He told her, I'm not your friend. My wife was your friend. So you shouldn't be talking to me. You should be talking to her. But today, no. And I told my husband, stop communicating with those people. The one that left was calling. The girl that was in the house was calling. I told her there's no point. Coming back, no. I don't want to make any mistake anymore. Communicating with them even too much is not good, because they might start drawing to you, and then they come again and make the same mistake and go back. We have to be careful. So this is my story. And some of them will come to you and start using quotations of the Bible. Yes, they'll start you quoting Bible for you as if you don't know God, or they'll try to make you look bad. They'll try to force it on you that you are the cause. After they have used you, they want to step out. They'll start looking for ways, looking for what to do, so that they'll make you feel guilty that you're the reason why they're leaving you. They do that. I've seen that. So, whatever it is that is hidden will come out. You know, as God is involved, as far as your intention towards them is pure, as far as you know that you are clean, your love is pure, your friendship is pure, your intentions are pure, God will fight for you. God will expose them. You're going to see them for who they are. The Mary that always come, yes ma, she come and sit, I'm hungry. By the time Mary changed, even the day I was talking to her, I was asking what I did to her. That was where I knew that, no, this girl is not who I thought she was. She's not who I thought she was. And it was just so glaring that it was jealousy. Because there are sometimes she talk and then she say, we that are not up to your level. I didn't say anything like that. I had not even told her one day that, okay, we've never quarreled. We've never done anything. And then she'll say something and then she'll compare. If I had connected those things, I would have not been hurt the way I was hurt. So there are traits that you could watch out for. By the time they begin to compare themselves with you, by the time they begin to compare themselves with you gradually, know that something is cooking up. Take any water to the kitchen is far from God will expose them. Their time will be up. You just need to watch your head. Yes. You need to watch your head. So thanks for watching. And do take care of yourself. Watch out for people like this, so that your journey will be bearable. Life is hard as it is already. Let's not make it harder for ourselves. So as we journey, let's love ourselves. Let's share love and be careful. Let's be wise. Thanks for watching. Do take care of yourself. Do not forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. So take care and bye for now.